It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Tight end finds a soft spot. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He'll pull it on the read. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Davis looking to pass. A little screen to the running back. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And I like the execution by this defense, understanding where the first down marker is. Let them throw the ball short, come up, get him on the ground, forcing a fourth down. Decision time for this offense.
And the Rainbow Warriors get enough for the first down.
And the gamble pays off. Down in tight in the red zone. You go for it on fourth and short. You pick up the first down, and now you've got your whole playbook at your disposal. This offense, they're thinking 6 points.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Now on the option. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you've got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. This is a designed run. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college.
They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. Power football with the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. He's got it. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Fires it down the seam. He's got it along the sideline. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. The Rainbow Warriors headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Just got to finish the play. If you're the wide receiver, you got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. That's caught. It's Harris. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the fourth quarter, they're going to be gassed.
Wants to go up top on first down. Complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Bring in the heat. They're setting up the screen.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. And this one is perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Los Angeles. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Rainbow Warriors can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Snagged out of the air. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
When you get man-to-man coverage and you're running that curl, I got to sell him deep. I got to get a little bit of space where I can make him think I'm running deep, and then I sit down real quick. QB, wide receiver on the same page, first down.
Now adjusting. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's complete.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
He lets one fly deep. And he's got it inside the 25.
Man, I love this offensive approach, man. All gas, no brakes. You got the lead, so what? Continue to do what you do. Find those one-on-one situations and continue to stay aggressive.
Got his man on the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Quick toss. And that one will go and reverse the defense all over that pitch on the option.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Those 3rd downs are hard to execute, and when you get in the red zone, it gets even harder, but this offense did a great job. Now, forget the 3. We're leaving that behind. Now set up 1st and goal.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Hawaii! And the beatdown has ensued. The AT unit on the field. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land. They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. To the air on first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, I always say this, when you're backed up on offense, those are some of the best opportunities to take deep shots. In all likelihood, the defense is expecting run. You're going to try and buy yourself a little bit of real estate, so they're playing press man coverage, and that's when you want to take advantage of that coverage. But the defense doing a really good...
It's a running room. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. The Rainbow Warriors want to crank the tempo. Quarterback on the keeper. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Now on the move.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, going up top. Got it set up on the outside. Tackle is made at the 38. Let's see just... First snap of this drive comes from the 32. From the gun, the ground game. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
That's such a nice start to this drive, too, because you've got the lead late and you want to run the football. You want to be physically dominant. Defense knows you're going to do it, and still, on the very first play of the drive.
There he goes. Smashes ahead. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Rainbow Warriors will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They want that clock to run. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as...
Fires toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed... They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on 1st down.
They'll give it to the back. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the snap, it's White. And the ball is free on the pitch. The offense... winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go.
would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Aloha from Honolulu and home of the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. As we'll see, the Stallions taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. It's White. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
On the direct snap, it's White. Picks up the first down. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Offensive coordinators feel really smart when the run game opens, especially early in the game, because now everything is at their disposal, and the defense is already on their heels.
Fires one high and deep. Makes the catch. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal. On the move. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Warriors!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is...
Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Got a man. It's Barfield. He'll work his way down to the 28.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Davis will throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Was looking for a little more daylight. Big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11. Great place to start for this offense. He'll start this drive firing. Keeps looking downfield. Turning it on. It's a seam wide open. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give on the option. Touchdown, Hawaii! How about this? They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Davis looking to pass. Throwing right. Got his man downfield. Oh, he's got some space. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. The Rainbow Warriors are in the hurry-up.
If I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
They'll run the screen. Oh, out of space. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really...
And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you got to have two hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Quick release on the RPO. He's loose down the middle. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at... The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the run, it's Barfield. Fighting off the defender. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs later in football.
He's got it on the outside. He's running free down the middle. Touchdown, Rainbow. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's White. He's stopped in the backfield again. This defense trying to send a message he'll have to carry into halftime. Second down coming up. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Davis will throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, He didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
This is a point where you just got...
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. He's going to let it go. And they can't hook up. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Safe completion on the screen. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Rainbow Warriors will hustle to the line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it. But you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long.
Quarterback making adjustments. Off the play fake on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's 2nd and long. Davis looking to pass. This time he's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Touchdown, Hawaii! And the route is on. This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on a team from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Yellow Jackets will kick it off to get us underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Using his legs, it's Russell. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass, it's Green. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
Coming into the game, the defense talked about, man, they really wanted to get to this quarterback. Well, it didn't take long. 2 plays in, they get to him, and they get the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Finds a tight end. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Hogs getting it done through the air, evoking memories of Ryan Mallett.
And that's what the fans of Arkansas want to see. They always got that physical ground game. They always want to have a little bit of balance, and when they get that balance, they get that offense cooking, they get everybody pretty excited. You might even get a woo, big swing.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. We'll send the tight end in motion. The give to the single back. And some room to work. There he goes! He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
And I would just hate to be in the shoes of these defenders trying to tackle this running back because, of course, you're so afraid of this guy shaking you and using his elite speed to make you look bad on a highlight film somewhere, but you forget this guy can still run you over. And you saw it on that play.
Here's a heat. He'll pull it down and run. He's loose. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit.
Wide open spaces. Headed to the end zone, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They looked like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And right down the middle. Fielded in the end zone, it's Taylor. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Dropping back, it's Kane. He's going for it all. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Turning on the Jets. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Working that left side now. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the point after is good.
My man, get him the ball. He will do the rest. Catches the football, walks into the end zone. Feed that man the rock.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Hands it off. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Green. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Motion from the wide receiver. 3rd down play from the gun. Pulls it in. It's Green. Hits him with a stiff arm. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
I don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, look at it, matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the first down. Give him the football. Let him be an athlete with the football in his hands after he catches it. Nice job by the QB. Nice job by the running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Got his man in the middle. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Oh, they're after it! Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
That getting to this quarterback is pivotal. You saw it last drive, way too much time. They score a touchdown. Nice job on second down. Anticipating the pass, playing the pass, getting the sack, and now forcing a difficult third down.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Makes the catch. Makes his man miss.
You know, I got to tell you, as an offense, moving forward in this game, 3rd and long, you're going to have to push the ball downfield a little bit more. You got to throw to the sticks and give yourself a chance to convert these third downs.
The Razorbacks will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Takes the handoff and he's going right. Makes him talk to the hand. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. On the direct snap, it's Rivers. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. He breaks a tackle. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot.
Lots of running room. There he goes. Past the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
Well, we knew coming into this game they were going to try and get this receiver the football as many touches as possible in as many different ways as possible. And here you're seeing it on the option play. Great decision by the quarterback to pitch it out wide. There was nobody out there accounting for him, and he shows you the speed out in the open field for a long touchdown for this offense.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Back to throw, it's Green. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And I I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Razorbacks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Handoff to the lone back. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Going to the ground is what the Razorbacks love to do to move those chains with guys like Peyton Hillis and Darren McFadden.
Yeah, and you think of just Felix Jones along with the same era. Just guys that toted the rock with some physicality. Just tough guys that make you bring your lunch. When you want to come tackle them, you better bring it.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Fires to the big fella. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation. But now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play zone.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. The Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and his offense is threatening with a 1st down.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And the Razorbacks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Looking for a man. It's Green. Got his man out of the backfield. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas!
And I think he does a really good job here. Dropping back to pass, surveying the field, sees he's got some open space out wide, dump it to your playmaker. The running back takes the football. He does the rest. Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the field, making a play.
Coming out with it, it's Taylor. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The give to the tailback. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Here comes the heat. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He can't make the catch. He was open on the crossing route. Instead, they're facing a 4th down. And the Yellow Jackets will punt this one away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. commencing this drive from the 28-yard line. He'll do it himself. Turning it on! Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Wants to throw. It's Green. That's reeled in. It's Washington. It's a seam wide open. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Pressure coming. And they're on him immediately. Down goes the quarterback.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight it, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. He leaves it with his back. Breaks the tackle. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, missed the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Looking for the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
And they pound the rock. The run game comes through late in the first half when you needed it. Now they take the lead. They take the momentum. That's how you end the first half.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. He'll bring it out. It's Taylor. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Back to pass. It's King. Under fire. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
As an offense, you've got to know at this part of the field, deep in your own end, you have got to do a better job in pass pro if you're going to call a pass play at this juncture in the game. Not good enough.
Finds his tight end. Going to the stiff arm to create a little breathing room as he gets it out to the 12. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their going deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Yellow Jackets will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. They boot it away on 4th down. the punt team able to smack him to the ground. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Complete to the left. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. From the gun, running back on the move. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Arkansas. He would not be denied.
And that's the way you...
of game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. We'll put total leather and we'll get started. And he's going to bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'll leave it with him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
The Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Running into the open space. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
A great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Dropping back, it's Reed. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
They punted away on 4th down. Makes the catch at the 30. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Looking for a gap. It's Hughes.
All right, great little run. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Picked off. What a play by this defense. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
And I love night games because you have all day to get excited, get jacked up. And you can tell, QB might have been a little too excited. Forcing the ball into coverage on the first pass attempt, creating the interception. Now this defense has set this offense up in a great position to get some early momentum.
Fires to the right. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends to the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Looking downfield, it's Reed. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Oh, out of space. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Now facing a third and long. Making side adjustments here. Catch in the middle, it's Moss. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big third down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They're dealing with a second and long. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And how about that on third and long? I think everybody in this place thinking pass, right? Drop back and play pass. Well, who has the quarterback? Like, a lot of times in these man-to-man, third down and long situations, nobody has him. Look at that. Runs the option to perfection, keeps the football, and gets the first down.
Back to throw, it's Reed. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And you can tell this offense, they just don't feel comfortable running the football. First and goal situation, a lot of times it's a run. They throw an incomplete pass. Second and goal, it's a sack. This offense, they've got to find a way to stretch this defense. Maybe some crossing routes. Maybe throw it up to one of the big fellas. They got to find something better to execute down here in the red zone.
Using his feet. And the ball's free behind the line. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Rides the back and leaves it. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun. The running back has it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. Moore to the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback, give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it though.
The Ducks will punt it away on fourth down. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. First play of the drive comes from the 38. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Got room to work. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. Looking downfield on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit, make sure it falls incomplete.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Dropping back, it's Reed. Moves around to clear up the vision. Makes the grab. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made.
There he goes! Running through contact. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
This is an offense that can find multiple ways to get explosive plays, especially when they hand it off to this guy, David.
And it's so nice to have a running game you can depend on, especially when you get on the other side of the field, now set up on the 2-yard line.
I'll try to power it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M. When this place gets loud, it starts to sway. They've renovated, reinforced, and still the Raptors are shaking.
Yeah, and they still come out, and they still got the 12th man tradition. So many traditions at this school, and that's why they support and they love their team, and people want to come play here.
He'll bring it out. It's Whittington. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Looking for more room. What a play by this offense. Finally out of bounds, and a perfect way to wrap up the first quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Looking to throw, it's Reed. He's got the tight end. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. And this is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success because right now they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
And the Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Motion from the wideout. From the gun. Give on the inside. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes the grab on the big throw. Open spaces. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Quarterback now breaking the field. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it deep.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to pass, it's Reed. That's caught, it's Concepcion. And he didn't squeeze it, it's loose.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
And the Aggies come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Finds the tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
We always talk about yak, and that was 3rd and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play could be an explosive one, and you saw it right there. Tremendous job getting it to him early, and he does the rest.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them, and I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Get it out on the screen. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Makes the grab outside. It's Moss. He'll go out of bounds at the 18-yard line.
Well, you've seen the last two plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
Got the quick pass. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
Texas A&M will line up with a first and goal. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Goes to the end zone, and the ball's out. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Pass to 50. At the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Oregon. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And that's the kind of play that can win you the game. You're on defense. It looks like the opponent's just going to run it in for an easy touchdown. But you create the takeaway. You scoop and score. It's a game-changing play. It's a momentum-changing play. And you can see on the sideline right now, they are completely galvanized by that defensive score.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Return coming, he'll call for the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Scanning the field, it's Reed. He's going to take off. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Second down, they'll go to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Flips it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. He'll try to really get into this one. The kick is on its way. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Off play action on first down. Fires on the move. Makes a connection. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The toss sweep to the right. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Moore will throw. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
And that's the play the defense finally needed, man. They were getting gashed early. First 2 drives, they gave up 2 touchdowns. They knew they had to be able to get off the field. Great job creating the incompletion there on 3rd down, now setting up 4th.
Plays that one perfectly. Exceptional accuracy on the punt. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To the air on first down. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Fires to the tight end. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. He'll take a shot. Ripped it inside the 10. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal.
Man, he looks like he's in a rhythm on this drive, right? 3 for 3. He's going where he needs to go with the football. The defense doesn't have any answers for him. Find the offensive coordinator. I'm letting this guy keep chucking it down here close to the goal line.
And that one sails through the back of the end zone.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air, it's Reed. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
One thing I love about this linebacker, guys, he's really good against the run, but he's also nice in coverage, too. That time, a cover 2 look by the defense, so he's just playing in space. He's watching the quarterback's eyes. He's able to jump the route and come away with a turnover.
Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. He'll keep it himself. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Whittington. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hughes. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And that is a tough assignment for a defense to cover a back man-to-man who can get downfield like that.
Especially when he can run routes the way he does, Reese. I'm really impressed watching this running back with how he's able to cut and how he doesn't telegraph where he's going. He is a weapon catching the ball out of the backfield. This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
And run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The noise level is relentless here on second down. Moore to the air. Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Oregon! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Owens. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll start this drive going to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Bussey. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. And that one's going to get Reveille howling a happy tune.
Reveille, the 12th man, all the swaying, the traditions when you go to an A&M game. These fans love their team, and they love playmakers that make big plays down the field.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest. He
might want another play. So now it's 2nd and long. They want to run this quarterback. Can't get him to the ground.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call it running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and you know, it's just and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He's got it. 1st down and more. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Quickly to the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Throws to the back. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. Under fire. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that 3rd down. And now the offense is in an interesting situation.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Using his legs, it's Hughes. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Moore will throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hughes. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Listen, if I'm a QB, 2nd down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable 3rd down, but when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Wow, well, the offense a play ago comes up with a big completion down the field, and they decide to go right back to another passing play to see if they can add on to it, and they were not able to protect the quarterback. Big missed opportunity.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. A strike downfield. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Going with the ground game left. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Sends it back in motion. More to the air. Got it! That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
And that's a tough thing to do, man. Get this guy on the ground. You've already seen it. He's got a rushing touchdown in this football game. Down here in the red zone, you know his feet are going to be a big part of the offense. The defense was ready, and they get the sack.
Here's the pressure. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And it looks as if they're going to try field goal. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt. And it slips just inside that right upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Gonna let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football.
Pulls in the deep ball, and he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Looking downfield, it's Reed. With the catch, it's Bussey. He's loose. Oh, what a cut. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Texas A&M going up tempo. Now from inside the red zone. Finds his big tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Going up top again. Rushes on him. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And this defense has done such a great job. Another sack on the day. They forced an interception. They've been flying all over the field playing great defense.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Quarterback adapting. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great, and they've got to...
Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game, you want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
Bring in the heat. He'll try to do it himself. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Really good job by the defense getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground for no gain. It's tough. Once you get there and get pressure, it's so hard to get these guys on the ground because they're elusive. Really good job wrapping them up and getting to the ground.
Moore will throw. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
I just love the fact that the defense is out there. They're still battling and they're still fighting. Obviously, they're way down here late in the 4th quarter, but they still think they have a chance to win. Don't tell them the game's over. That's a great individual effort on that interception.
The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Yeah, and he calls his own number, tries to go get the 1st down, but he just couldn't get to it. Nice job by the defense, locking in, not letting him get that extra couple yards that he needed to get the big 1st down.
Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a 1st down at the 22.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. It's a really nice run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the run. Finds some fresh air. Wide open spaces. Drills him with the stiff arm. And what a huge play for this offense after that great run. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll try the outside to the left. Turning on the Jets. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's out of bounds just short of the goal line, but are they ever in business now?
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA. This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Aloha from Honolulu and home of the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Fresno State Bulldogs, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going.